Hi, welcome back, you beautiful souls, to the next installment of What If Goku Mastered the Oozaru form. Title of this video is The 5-Year Gap. So, where we last left off, Goku, unlike in canon, instead of Chi-Chi proposing to Goku again at the World Martial Arts Tournament, Goku's the one that actually ended up proposing to Chi-Chi. And like Goku calling her like a strong woman, and basically is the one that actually remembering her, got her. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it because I'm trying to keep this series a little bit PG-13, but we all know. So Goku, he over the next 5 years, he's going to be training like this form, like because Goku is a little bit smarter than he is now. He will start his farming business during this time because he understands that his world, because with Grandpa Gohan still being alive, though he'll pass away within this 5-year time skip. I would say he passes away during the time that Chi-Chi's pregnant. Before Gohan is born, he discussed with Chi-Chi that he would like to name their son after his grandpa. And Chi-Chi, at first she's against it, but then like she just sees the look on her husband's face, and she's like, "Okay, Goku, we'll honor your grandpa that way then." So we still get the first son of Goku being named Gohan. So then we're gonna get over to like the bits of training, like once a month, because he can't just randomly fly around the world. He has to like do his farm business and um, also help raise Gohan. But during that first 2 years, Goku he realizes the faults of the Oozaru form. It's bulky. Like, yeah, there's no diminish in speed, and like the power increase is great. And it begins to get him to think about like condensing the power down into like base form. So, and also over these like 2 years, Tien has popped in a few times. In, well, a year and a half, because Gohan was 4 when Raditz. Right? Yeah, over the first year, like Goku thought about this, and he also learned how to like really fly from Tien. And because Goku like called her a strong woman, and sees that Goku he trains, even though when like he's working, like she's really happy with this Goku. Like this is like her dream man, really strong, super handsome. Goku, he even proposed, like he was the one that proposed like the idea of like starting a farm business with some of the money that he's won from like the tournaments that he has, because he, for Christ's sakes, for like the 2 tournaments that he won, he got a pretty good amount of money from it. And he basically spent like the whole time training on the lookout, so that way that too. Then the one that he won, because he won the last one that he participated in, he took a little bit of that money to start his business. She's really impressed with this Goku, and she gives him time to like train. And she's even done a little bit of training herself. And she notices that Goku uses the farming to kind of train a little bit. Like basically he'll like put on like his like really really heavy weights and do like the farm work, like tilling the ground and everything by like basically by hand. And so this got her into training, so she's a little bit more powerful in this. Goku even teaches her some minor key control, so Chi-Chi, she's able to create like small like key blasts and everything. She still won't like get a hang like during this time of flying, because she focuses more on taking care of their son while Goku handles the farm and like is training. So Goku, he like one night, I would say about 6 months before Raditz arrives, he does it one time, and he he falls like out of the Oozaru form in the middle of the full moon. He just barely holds on to it for a brief moment, but then he reverts back, and he's like, okay. Whew. Hey, Gigi, can I get a glass of water? Then Chi-Chi's there with Gohan, and she's made sure Gohan doesn't see the full moon, because Goku, he actually explained to her that about like the Oozaru form, and she was a little freaked out when Gohan was born. She was like, "Oh no, another monster!" And Goku's like, "Chi-Chi, don't worry. If anything, I can make sure that her son learns to control it like I have. I'm sorry, I'm kind of a monster." And she's like, "Oh, Goku, you're not a monster. It's just from the stories I heard, a little concerned. Don't worry, Chi-Chi. When Gohan's a little bit older, I'll teach him how to like control himself." And mind you, in this year, like he started when Gohan was about 3, and like every other month, so that he can, so because he doesn't really leave Mount Paozu that much. So he can't just run around like the world now. But he says when Gohan, he's a little bit older, so about 6 months prior to that is when he started to like get with like talk with like Gohan. Like he would be in his great ape form, and he would restrain Gohan. And he's still wild. He seldom can distinguish friend from foe, but he's getting there. And also during like this whole time, occasionally Piccolo would show up for like a rematch, and every single time he would be Goku would smirk. Like the first time Chi-Chi like freaked out, and Piccolo's like, "Get Goku out here now. It's time for me to kill him." And when Goku like comes out, he's just grinning and smiling at Piccolo, and like they go off into like the desert. Cause yeah, Piccolo's still kind of a bad guy, but he respects Goku. Like Goku's the only person on the planet he wants to kill. So this adds the added effect where Piccolo he slowly starts having his redemption arc a little bit sooner, but he's still a bad guy. He's not going to be friends with everyone, but he cements kind of a rivalry with Goku, because every single time like he comes back stronger, Goku, after their fight, like Goku recovers and he gets stronger. So this kind of snowballs a little bit. And by the time so over the next 6 months, we'll cut back to like modern time. Goku, he learns how to like go in. He learns how to like go out of the Oozaru form, and this gets me thinking, like, well, if I can't condense the power, maybe I can I can learn how to go into the Oozaru form. And he does it one time. I'd say this is like the week before Raditz arrives. He's able to do it. He's meditating, and he he starts transforming while he's meditating. And for the brief moment, Chi sees it. He's in his normal. He's in his his human form, but it's covered in fur, similar to like this image. And she's like, "Whoa, what the?" And then he goes into the Oozaru form complete. And he comes out of his meditating, kind of sitting cross-eyed, and not cross-eyed, cross-legged, and he sees the look on Chi-Chi's face, and he's like, what was Goku? For a moment there, I could have sworn you were in your human form, but then you started growing into the Oozaru form. And Goku's like, again, okay. And so he de-transforms out of the form. And then, as he's de-transforming, Chi-Chi, he sees Chi-Chi's look on her face, in utter shock. And he's like, what? Goku, look in the mirror. And Goku, he looks into the glass of his house, and he sees it. He sees his form. He's covered in fur, but he doesn't. He's like, whoa. And then he feels it. And then as soon as he realizes it, boom, pops back to his normal form. He's like, dang it. So over the next week he will, and they get an invite in the mail to go to a reunion at Kami House. So they prep, and they get, and mind you, Goku, he's been training this week, going in and out of the Oozaru form at will. He's gotten to it. He's gotten to it a little bit. Now, let's talk power levels before we continue the story, because Piccolo, I would say 3 years, him coming by, challenging Goku, this started happening around the 3-year mark. Now, Piccolo, he's still at his canon self. I'd say he's almost there where with Gohan. But he still just doesn't go around people. He focuses more on training, because, like I said, every single time him and Goku finish, Goku gets stronger and he can feel it. This added a snowball effect where either Goku or Goku could handle Raditz on his own, and Piccolo could give him a run for his money. I'd say Piccolo has gotten up to about 1.1, and Goku, he's around 1.5 at this point in the story. They're Piccolo is about twice as strong, and Goku is nearly 3 times as strong than his canon self. But you gotta remind you, he still has a scale, and he's been training the Oozaru form. And so during those couple of days, Goku does spend his time training, and he isn't able to replicate that form again, and he's like, damn it. So they get to Kami House. Goku, he flies there, and Chi-Chi's on the flying Nimbus. It's canon that Chi-Chi is one of the few characters in Dragon Ball that can actually use the Nimbus cloud. And she has Gohan, he's sitting there on the cloud itself. Well, because Tien came around during like that year to like help Goku, he knew Chi-Chi was pregnant. But he's not going to be at the reunion. He's noticed how strong Goku is, and he's training a lot harder. Well, Krillin has appeared a couple of times, so he knows Goku has like a child. And Gohan, when he was about like 3 years old, he did like call Krillin like Uncle Krillin one time. So when Goku and Chi-Chi and like Gohan arrive, everyone like Master Roshi and Bulma are surprised that that Goku has a kid, and but Krillin's like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys about that. This is Gohan, Goku's son, and they're like, what? And Goku's like, yes, sorry I haven't kept in contact. But yeah, running the farm business and, well, taking care of, like, Gohan here, as, like, Gohan jumps up into, like, his dad's arms. They're like, so they have a little bit of talk, and then the things with Raditz happens. Unfortunately, Farmer with the shotgun still gets a bullet straight through the head, because he fired it at and then Raditz picks up like the 1.1 power level, and he's shot, and he's like, oh, that's definitely gotta be Kakarot. And then he gets there and he sees, he's like, what is a Namekian doing here? Piccolo's like, wait, what? Who are you and what do you want? Do you know a Kakarot? You know, spiky hair, black, has a tail. Wait, does he mean Goku? And then he picks up a group of decent power levels, like around 700. And he's like, whatever. He flies off and he arrives at Kami House. Now, like in canon, Krillin still gets hit through Kami House, but he kind of like gets out of the crater, dusting himself off. Like in canon, he goes to like kidnap Gohan, and before he can get to Gohan, Chi-Chi's there in front and fires like a ki blast like straight to his head. Now, Chi-Chi, she's not strong, but yeah, it cinches him. And Raditz, he's thinking, he's like, no wonder Kakarot got with this. Because Chi-Chi said, oh no you don't, you're not taking my son. And Goku appears like in front of him and like kicks him back, kind of winning him a little bit. And he's like, Raditz, was it? Mom and Dad didn't send me here to conquer this planet. They sent me here to survive. Wait, Kakarot, you remember your past? Wait, Mom, Dad, what? Well, if fight's what you want, let's go over here. Follow me. As Goku, like, jumps up and begins to flood, Raditz, he's intrigued by this. And Goku, like, lands in. Raditz questions him a little bit. He's like, Kakarot, you remember your past, but what? You weren't sitting here to conquer? What? Yeah, Mom and Dad, they sent me here to survive. And I remember when I like was leaving the planet, Raditz, that I saw this weird looking alien guy with like horns and everything sending a giant ball of energy down to our planet. If you're my brother, I can't believe I'm related to someone so evil. Wait, Kakarot, what do you mean? Yeah, that alien guy with horns. He's the one that destroyed our planet. Not some meteor thing that you said. Vegeta hears this over the scouters, and basically he's listening, and Raditz is like, oh, and what is a little weakling like you get? Wait, 1.5? That's as strong as me. So Raditz immediately goes into like his full power form. Vegeta's intrigued by this, and he immediately he pulls his scouter off, crushes it, and he tells Nappa to do the same thing. And he's like, Nappa, we're going to Earth. If what that damn fool said is correct, we're gonna need him to destroy Frieza. And this pissed him off. So him and Raditz are having a fight, and Goku's like, whoa, you're really strong, brother. I'm surprised you were able to get this strong on this dang weakling planet, Kakarot. By the way, Raditz, stop calling me Kakarot. My name's Goku now. Raditz he's like, damn it, I'm gonna have to do it. So he creates like a power ball and shoots it up, transforms into a great ape. And Raditz is like, he's similar to Goku. He doesn't have like complete control and mastery of it like Goku, but he's not like a wild animal like Goku used to be. Like, he can direct like that rage and power that's in him. Can't distinguish from friend and foe, but he's able to like focus on like a single target. And Goku, like, he jumps out of the way and he's like, whoa, I didn't want to, but the form, it's so, okay, I have one shot at this. It doesn't work, I'm gonna have to just do it in the great ape. I'm just gonna have to do it in the giant form. So Goku, he begins to scream, and he's like, ah! Boom! And he transforms into in between, where he's not completely transformed, but then he starts regressing the form. He's like, it's too bulky. I can't move around and knock him out. Against the power. And he does it. He transforms, and this knocks Raditz in his great ape form back a little bit. And Goku, he's standing there as like his friends like arrive. Chi-Chi on the Quinto, and she left Gohan with Roshi. And she sees her husband. Goku, he's like, damn it. If I rip his tail off, then he won't be able to grow strong. He was already as strong as me. Be a great sparring partner. And then Goku, he sees the power. Remember, Raditz threw something up, and then he looks up in the sky, and he says, that must be it. That must be what did he create an artificial moon? So Goku disappears and appears right against the power ball, and then he puts his hand out and crushes it. Raditz, he de-transforms back into like his base form, and he's winded by this because I'd say Goku did hit him a couple of times. Wasn't able to like knock him out because their powers were pretty much equal. I would say you don't get the full 10 times going into willfully going into the great ape form. It's like a reduction in power, as though like you use the power ball, because you're using that energy that you would use to make the power ball to transform. You're using the same amount of energy, so they were equally matched. It's just Goku was able to dodge because he has a less bulky form. And eventually grabs the power ball, crushes it. Raditz transforms. He's winded, and he sees like the form Goku, in his mind, Kakarot's in. Even Goku walks over to him with his hand out and a lot of keys. He's like, you have three choices, Raditz. You can, you can leave my planet and never come back, or you can die. What's the third option? Well, you can stay here and live with us. I mean, you're strong and you're family. So, Grandpa, he always said family should stick together. And I don't want to, Raditz, but you threatened my planet and you threatened my family, so I'm only gonna do this one time, Raditz. Leave my planet, never come back, or die, or give up your ways and stay here with me. You know about Mom and Dad more than me. Like, you probably had more time interacting with them. I only have bits and pieces of them. I would like to know more about them, Raditz. And so, like, Raditz, he's weighing his options. It's like, if I go back to Vegeta, Nappa, though, no. Wait, Vegeta, Nappa, my scouter. Crap. Kakarot. I choose the third choice, but this form, is it the Super Saiyan? Kakarot's like, Goku's like, no, this is just the grade 8 form in human. I've been working on it for years now, and I finally was able to condense it. And then Goku, he de-transforms, and he's winded by it. And he says, wait, Kakarot, you can control yourself in the graded form? Yeah, I've been able to do that for years now. But this thing is really a relenting. It takes a lot out of you. It's probably about the same amount that you use to do the thingy with your hand and create that artificial moon or something. Right, he's shocked by this information, and then he remembers Nappa and Vegeta. He's like, Kakarot, my scouter, it was on when I read your power level. There's going to be 2 more Saiyans coming, and they're far stronger than me. One, he's well over 10 times stronger than me in his base. And he has control over his grade 8 form. Can he do the same thing I do? Raditz is like, no, but even with this Kakarot, we wouldn't even compare to him in that form. Goku, he grins and he's like, Raditz, I noticed you couldn't control yourself, but if you want, how long do you think it would take them to get here? Well, from where they last were, it may take them about a year to get here. And Goku, like, cracks his knuckles and he's like, well then, that's plenty of time. I'm sure if me and you work together, we can get strong and have a little something that to help us out even more, if it comes down to it. But with you already being there at like the one point in my knowledge of like this new form, we can beat them, brother. Kakarot, why are you so nice? Like I said, Grandpa, he's not like my biological grandpa, but he's the guy that took me in when I came to this planet. And he taught me a lot of things, and it was because of him I gained control of the Oozaru form. And, like, he passed away this past year, but I do miss him, but he passed away a couple of years ago, but I still remember all of his teachings, and I can help you control that form and even attain the new one. I mean, I'm not this good at, like, practicing it, but we have a year for me to get it down. but at least by the time they get here, you'll be able to control yourself in that big monkey form. And Raditz's like, it's called Oozaru, Goku. And he's like, okay. So many of you are probably like, yes, I'm going to end this part here. You're like, wait, what? Goku remembers his past? Like, yeah, he does. He remembered his name, he remembered his parents, but then he had that flash memory where he saw like that giant ball of energy. And he did tell Chi-Chi this, because this happened during like the trading time, and Chi-Chi freaks out, and she's like, I'm married to an alien, and I'm married to an alien, I'm married to an alien. That whole moment didn't happen, but Chi-Chi recollected herself, and Goku's like, I understand, Chi-Chi, if you don't want to be with an alien. And Chi-Chi did have the cute moment, and she's like, oh, Goku, it's a shock and a lot of information, Goku, but you're still my Goku, right? And he's like, yeah, that's another thing, Chi-Chi. My name's Kakarot, but I'm gonna go by what Grandpa Gohan named me. So that's how that interaction went. That being said, let me know what you think of this part about this series so far, what you thought about this part. Like the video, it helps with the algorithm to get my videos out there. Also subscribe if you haven't already done so. I want to try to hit 4K by the end of the year. If it doesn't happen, oh well. But like 4K would be like an amazing New Year gift from all of you beautiful souls. And with that, see you beautiful souls in the next video.